So I've started a review for this cigar, the LFD Double Ligero Digger. I say in my introduction to this one, I never actually recorded the review for it. Well, that's not entirely true. I did record some of the review. I just never produced it and put it up on the site. So this is going to be a very interesting video because it's going to have two views, one from over a year ago at my old house, which was obviously a lot colder when you see what I'm wearing, and then I'm going to also do the ones from today, and it should provide for an interesting contrast to see how my palate's changed, how my review style has changed. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this. This should be a fun little video. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow cigar smokers. Got a good one for you today. LFD Double Ligero Digger. It's a big boy. 8.5 by 60. Double Ligero. This one kicks butt, but I'm ready for it. Uh, it is absolutely gorgeous. Nice, oily little Maduro wrapper. And as you can see, it's huge. I mean, that's my hand against it. Rich chocolates and coffee. Let's cut it and see what it's a dry inhale is like. If I can get it to cut. My hand isn't working right. Oh, definite dark chocolate. Touch of sweetness. But yeah, the main thing I get is the dark chocolate / coffee. Well, let's light this guy and see what it's like. Oh yeah, love that nose tingle. Lots of nose tingle. Very full smoke in the mouth. Not as much chocolate as the dry, but the coffee's there. The pepperiness is there. Not very peppery, but some pepper. Just a touch of sweetness. Very complex cigar right off the bat here. Um, let me tell you what the website has to say. Double Ligero Naturales. Continuing our trend of blending powerful cigars, these babies are amazing. A state-grown Dominican filler and binder, wrapped in dark Ecuadorian Sumatra sun-grown leaves. And that's about all they have to say right there about it. Uh, they don't give a flavor profile necessarily. I will be back for the midway review, although given the size of this baby, that'll probably be dark by that point. Anyways, we'll see you in a bit. Hello, everyone. It's Sunday. No trip to Castro's. Here back at my regular spot on my porch. Uh, I think I gotta put this one in sideways for you to show you just how big it is. This is a big boy. It's an LFD double Ligero, aka the Digger. Um, it's a strong cigar. It's a big cigar. Uh, I've had these many times. I happen to like them. At least the last time I had one, I liked it. But let's see what we have here. This is a beast. It's like an Oscuro Maduro wrapper. I know that much, and I can smell the oiliness. It's got chocolate and hay. Yeah, definitely chocolate on the dry. Touch of sweet, which is interesting. Let's let this puppy and see what we get. Right off the bat, the nose tingle's not bad at all. I, if I remember and suspect correctly, it will get much more intense as I go along. Right now, the smoke in the mouth is rather light. Yeah, earthiness or hay and chocolate is what I get mostly from the taste. Maybe some nuttiness. I'm not a specific nut, but just some nuttiness. And of course, that Maduro flavor. But I'm interested in seeing what they have to say on the website about this baby. The LFD website didn't have much to say about this cigar, so I am on Cigars International right now, and here's what they have to say. Double the Ligero, double the fun. Tangible proof that uber powerful, full bodied cigars can be produced in the Dominican. La Flor Dominica has become one of the most sought after cigars on the market today. The man behind the magic, Lito Gomez, studied the art of tobacco growing and blending for years before crafting his first LFD blend. At first, LFD was another mellow Dominican offering, until after tireless hours of scheming and studying, Senor Gomez developed the ultra refined Ligero laced lovelies at hand today. The double Ligero line of La Flor Dominica is one of the strongest and most well balanced cigars you will come across. The next level of the original LFD Ligero series, this edition boasts double the strength, introducing Ligero fillers as its counterpart. Diving headfirst into these gems, you are met with bold, heady notes of pepper, leather, spice, and cedar. A super fermented Ecuadorian Sumatra sun grown wrapper leaf is draped atop well aged Dominican long fillers. Available in some of the most innovative sizes in the industry, La Flor Dominica Double Ligero is buying up real estate in humidors across the globe. La Flor Dominica Double Ligero has received an impressive 94 rating. Crafted to look like a mini wedge, this dark cigar has a notable firm draw, though each pull is full of pepper and spice that become hearty with leather and more intense. The wedge they're talking about is one of the shapes, but this one is where is it? This is 8.5 by 60. Uh, like I said, it's called the Digger. The wrapper is Ecuadorian Sumatra and Oscuro Maduro. And as they said, the fillers are Dominican. Anyways, that's what one website has to say. I'm spice slash pepper. I can see. I thought there was a nuttiness. Maybe it's a more of a woodiness. The cedar comes in there. I don't know. I haven't really tasted what I would consider cedar in a cigar, but the leather, I don't. Yeah, I can see why they think leather. Yeah, I probably missed that one originally, but yeah. Well, up next is my conversation with Wild Will, and then I'll see you for midway review. I'm going to start off today's conversation with a little history behind my review of the cigar. So, this was supposed to be one of the first five cigars I reviewed because it's one I know, one I like. So, I keep a list of all the cigars I reviewed, their wrapper, their rating that I give them. And this was on my list. The problem is when I did the review, I got to record it. And it's been sitting on my list for, let's see, I've been doing this website for a year and a half or so now. Probably over a year. It's been sitting on my list, and I just haven't gotten one. It wasn't that I was not wanting to do it. I just kept forgetting to get one to review. So I finally picked one up the other day, and I'm like, I'm going to review this finally. So I can finally take that blank spot on my list and get rid of it. But it's just been funny because I've been sitting there looking at the list, and I'm like, I have 58 cigars reviewed. No, I actually only have 57. I still have one on the list that hasn't actually been done. Well, now it's being done. And something I'd like to say is that these reviews, I have 34 or 35 followers now. And thank you all who are subscribed. That's just wonderful to me. I'm not doing this to get subscribers, although that is, a wonderful part of it. I'm definitely not doing this to get monetized because YouTube will never monetize anything that has to do with smoking. The only chance I have of getting money is if private advertisers decide to sponsor me, I guess. Uh, no, I do this for me and for those of you that want to see it. I don't care that there's no financial background behind it. This is done for lack of a better term, fun and education. So, for those of you that are subscribed, yeah, my broken thumb, I give you a thumbs up. Yeah, that's my bad thumb. Yeah, it's a whole story unto itself. Maybe I'll describe that someday. Uh, but like I said, I do this to educate, to enjoy, to keep track of things that I've smoked, and actually, it's kind of a history for myself also. I can look back and if I see a cigar and I say, hey, I want to try that. I've had that, but I forget. Was it good? I can look at my list and think, oh yeah, I gave it a 92. That's a good cigar. Or I gave it a 7.3. Oh God, no, I don't want that. But again, thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for viewing, even if you aren't subscribed. Please do, but even if you aren't subscribed, thank you for viewing. It's rewarding to know that someone's interested in what I'm doing with cigars. Well, thank you, and see you shortly. Actually, with this thing, it won't be shortly. It'll be a while before I see you again for the review. Well, folks, I'm about halfway through. I've had this cigar before. I love it. It's been great. Still got that good nose tingle, that light pepper, real full mouth feel to the smoke being held in my mouth. Still get hints of chocolate and coffee. There are subtle other flavors I can't quite put words to, but like I said, this is a very complex and flavorful cigar. Well, we'll be back in a little while to give you the final third and my rating. Well, folks, I'm halfway through again, and this is a darn good cigar. Uh, Strong, but darn good. Nose tingle definitely has increased. It's nice and firm, I would say, and really stays with you even after all the smoke is blown out. Mouthfeel is full and smoky, but not creamy. Still get that sweet kind of chocolate taste. Uh, Definitely some spice, and still getting that Ligero Maduro taste, which is, like I said, something I like. Uh, I have found that the construction has been wonderful. I haven't had to relight or correct at all in this entire stick so far, and definitely enjoying it. I'll be back in another little while to give you the final review and my numbers and see if they match what my previous numbers were. We'll find out in a bit. I still have a bit left, but I'm down to what I would call the final third. It's not as strong. Uh, the nose tingle isn't as heavy now. Uh, the pepperiness has picked up a bit. It's a bit stronger in the mouth and in the mouth feel. Definitely getting that Ligero now. A little. I'm not saying my head's swimming, but I'm feeling it a little bit. Uh, it's a big cigar. It's gonna hit you, but I love these. I don't have them often. Once every 2, 3, 4 months, but it's a good cigar. Like I said, I've had them before, and I'll keep having them. I'm going to give it a 9.0 or a 90 on my scale. Um, I suggest that if you ever want to have a good, strong, long-lasting, heavy cigar, Ligero, the double Ligero Digger from LFD is one for you. And remember, please like, subscribe, comment, and light them if you got them. Down to the end here, and the Ligero has hit me hard. Got a swimmy head and sweating a bit. I don't think I'm going to finish much more of this, but I will give you the final review. Nose tingle has remained wonderful. Mouthfeel is still full and smoke, full of smoke. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Taste at the end here is mostly just pepper, and I'm done with it. Uh, Tell you, it's a hell of a cigar. It hits you hard. Um, I'm going to give it a 9.0 or a 90 like I did before. If you want a strong cigar, one that you might not even be able to finish, but you want that good Ligero and nicotine high, I say give it a shot. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and light them if you got them.